That is what you call a Croque Monsieur. And then we need to make a Croque Madame. Let's get the egg on. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a French classic. It's been around from 1910. We're doing the Croque Monsieur and we're going to do the Croque Madame. Croque Monsieur, crunch mister, crunch madame. What's the difference? A fried egg. Okay, it's simple to do, very easy. We knock up a bechamel sauce and we put it together with some toasted bread. I've already toasted the bread in the toaster. I've not got no big fancy loaf. I've got thick slice, regular toasty bread. Right, one of the things that I do want to point out, this is packet ham. And I'm going to quickly blanch this ham in boiling water. People ask me why. And if I can get that on that camera, if you look in there, what do you see? You see water and slime. Now, it's not slime as such, it's the juices from the ham which have come out in the packet with probably some of the cure that it was cured. That's why I like to quickly blanch my ham. There you go, that's why I do it. It's easy, you get a little pan like that, you chuck some water in and you put it to boil. This is just regular water from the kettle. I'm just going to tip a bit in there. So it's already boiling. So we're just going to put a little flame on and let it boil quickly. Okay, we got that water up to the boil. And then all we're going to do is put our ham in there. Now we're not going to cook this as such. It's like a quick blanch over. You can see on here, look, I've got it on my hands already. It's very wet. Everybody to their own, you do it your own way. Job done. Out of there, into a tub. We're not trying to cook it as such, it's already cooked ham. I just don't want that slime that's on there. Might as well cook it all, haven't we? There you go, cooked ham, done. Look at the state of that water. Turn off your flame, look at the state of that. That is what's on that ham. Okay, and then let me just show you this. This is the packet, you've watched it go there. Look. Can you see that? That is a pink hue in there. Now is that cure or is that just fluid that's come out of that ham? That is a pinky colour. That is why I flash boil. It's like a sterilisation really. We're not sterilising it, we're not cooking it, but now I feel more confident in eating our ham. Now if you get it freshly sliced and it's wrapped in paper and things like that from a deli, you don't have this. If you buy packet ham from a supermarket or anywhere like that, you might have this. Okay, and I am using the HYSapientia dual 22 litre air fryer today. It's a twin door job, but we're using it all with a tray and it's got a broil setting on. Perfect for this type of recipe. Okay, we're going to knock together a quick bechamel sauce. We're going to knock it together properly, okay? We're not doing a quick one with corn flour. We're going to make this properly. We got some butter. In fact, I've got this little bit of butter left over here, look. That should about do it. Let's have that in there. Might need just a little bit more. Let's get in there with that. Okay, so we're just going to get a little flame on, you know. We're not going to go too bananas on this. So we're just going to melt up a little butter in there, look. Just give it a spin round in there. Everybody's got their own version of Croque Monsieur, Croque Madame. And I'm no different, you know. We'll make it more or less the standard way, but I just have a little twist on the toast on the bottom. And we're probably going to chuck in some cheese in this bechamel sauce, because if I'm making a nice cheese and ham sandwich, I want cheese flavour. I don't want a bechamel sauce with just a bit of nutmeg. So that's where I change. Okay, we got that going on in there, look. Now we want a couple of tablespoons of flour. That goes in there. And we want a little stir. Now what we're doing, we're cooking off the rawness of the flour in this butter. That's all it is. Now a bechamel sauce only takes about a minute to come together. That might be too warm actually. Let's turn it down a little bit. Only takes about a minute to come together. Don't make a big drama out of it. A little bit of milk in there. And let's bring that in. So we're already quite thick there, look. A little bit more milk in there. Let's have that in there. Now this thing thickens up very quickly. Very quickly. You know, keep it moving all the way into the sides of the pan. And you've got this lovely smooth sauce already, look. We want a bit more in there. We don't want too much on this because it's a spread. We're using it as a spread on our sandwich. We're not making a lasagna or anything like that, you know. So there you are, look. There's a bechamel sauce already made. Nice and steady. Now I'm going to go a little, that's perfect by the way. Now we're going to go a little bit more milk, only a touch. I'm going to add cheese to this, so we want that little bit of fluid in there. There you go, look. Lump-free bechamel sauce in about a minute. This is Parmesan. Grated Parmesan. In we go. Turn off the flame. We do not need a flame for melting the cheese in here now. There's enough residual heat to melt that. So that's in there. Now that's going to give us a fantastic cheesy flavour through there. And it's already started to thicken. We might want a little bit more milk in there. We need it thick, but we want it runny enough to go on our toast. There you go. Now, we want a tiny bit of nutmeg in there. You know, we want a little bit in there. Give that a mix in. Look at that. That is a perfect bechamel sauce. Now you can flavour up your bechamel with anything you want. This is a little bit of cheddar. This is a little bit of mozzarella. You know, all those people that just want to eat flour and butter with a little bit of nutmeg. I like a cheesy flavour. Look at that. That is what I would call perfect. That is what we want for a sandwich. That is fantastic. The thing is, to put our sandwich together, we cannot be using a hot cheese sauce. So that has to cool. So that's easy enough. On one side. Now these slices of bread have been toasted in the toaster. That's all they are. So they're toasted on both sides. We want some butter on this bread. You don't have to butter it if you don't want. I like a layer of butter on my toast. On any toast. So we're just going to layer that butter on there. Like that. Right, now this is the bit where I differ. On the bottom slices, okay, butter's going to be on the inside. On the bottom slices, I put a little bit of mayo. Okay, that is your lot. it adds a different sweetness to the sandwich. Put it on there. Put it on there. So of course you don't have to put the mayo on if you don't want. Don't worry about it. What I am going to do is a little bit of our cheesy bechamel on there. Okay, so there's our bechamel on there. We need to take our ham. And we want a good layer of ham on here. You know, this is what the sandwich is about. So don't worry about it, you slap it on. Now I've got some of this French Chamedor cheese, and it's supposed to be stringy, melty, aromatic cheese. So you know what? That's going in there. Now, most recipes call for Gruyère cheese. If you can get hold of that, use it. Now we want a couple of layers of this in there. Let's get that in there. Now, don't worry about cheese. Use any melty cheese you can get your hands on. Guess what? That cheddar in there as well. Just need to get rid of it. I've already grated it up. This is where I differ again. Some people put the Dijon mustard on that bottom slice. I like to put it on this top slice, but underneath. So what we're going to do is get some of our Dijon mustard on there, put it on the back of that slice like that. Okay, and then that goes on there. I just think we're building layers of flavour rather than putting all the layers on the bottom. But you know, that's choice. On there. So we're getting this fantastic sandwich already. Okay, so we're going to stick the oven on. Now, I'm going for the all setting, okay, even though it's a 2-draw. So we're going to go to all, and we're going to go to broil. And it's set for 20 minutes at 180, which is fine. We're going to press start. That's going to preheat the oven. Okay, so we've got this fantastic sandwich going on there. And then we want some more of our cheesy bechamel on the top. And you know, get it on there. It doesn't matter that it's going to melt down the side. That adds to a fantastic cheesy sandwich experience. And we're going back on there. And you know, we're going to put a little bit of mozzarella on there just to top it off white. And all the purists are going to moan and say it can only be Gruyère cheese. Come on. Now I would say that that is a fantastic piled up looking sandwich there. One's going to be Croque Monsieur, one's going to be Croque Madame. Let's get it in the oven and broil it up. Now it's only cheese and it's cooked ham. We're just trying to melt it, that's all. Let it do its thing. All we do is watch it when it's melted all the way over. It's ready. Okay, 10 minutes at 180. Off we go, and let's serve it up. C'est magnifique. Oh, look at that. Okay, just look at that. That is absolutely sensational, superb. That is what you call a croque monsieur. And then we need to make a croque madame. Let's get the egg on. Croque monsieur, croque madame. Monsieur, madame, there we go. You know we got to do it, don't you? We got to break that egg. We got to open up the sandwich. We got to see what it's like inside. Let's do it. You know it's good. Oh, there's so much ham in there. You ready? Oh, come on. Look in there. Oh, that is superb. Oh, croque madame, croque monsieur. Look at that meltiness in there with all that ham. Oh, that is sensational. It's absolutely red hot. We're going to make a mess. Oh, we've got to make a mess. Come on. Now, who's going to eat that with a knife and fork? I've got my tissue because this is going to go all over. That is absolutely sensational. Oh man, you've got the crunch of that toast, you've got the sweetness from the mayonnaise underneath, you got that little bit of mustard in there, cheese and a really cheesy sauce on that Béchamel we made, topped off with that egg. That is croque madame made. Phenomenal. That is just unbelievably superb. Look, oh, we know we put it together, but look at all that ham in there. Oh, you have your Monte Cristos and everything else. The croque monsieur is fantastic. I love the croque madame. The cheese, the ham, the flavour, the bechamel sauce, topped with the hat, the fried egg. Now don't forget, this is all cooked in the HYSapientia 22-litre dual air fryer. It has a broil setting on there, which we've used for this, and you can see we have a perfect topping on there. That is superb. C'est magnifique. Absolutely fantastic.